Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Advance. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a funny episode for you guys here today, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel now. Today we got another one of those emotional roller coasters going on. Now, as y'all know, Draymond is one of the most outspoken NBA players out there. He has his own podcast on the Volume Network. I think the Draymond Green Show or something like that. Anyway, he has his own podcast and he's had his moments, right? He usually podcasts a lot during the playoffs. He did that last year. He was doing it through the NBA Finals, etc., right? And Draymond Green is one of these guys that pretty much says what he thinks, kind of similar to a Charles Barkley, right? Good. Now, what do we know about Draymond Green? He's a Golden State Warrior? Check. He's a clutch client? Check. And therein lies the problem. What am I talking about? Today on Undisputed, they started off the show. No. Yeah, I think they started off the show. It was one of their, something like that. And they were reacting to some comments that Draymond Green made on the Volume podcast, where he was talking about LeBron's performance against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Draymond, to summarize, basically said that he was surprised at how sloppy LeBron was and the fact that he was fatigued. Good. So, of course, Undisputed, they caught a whiff of these comments and they decided to produce a segment about it. And when it came time for the moderator to ask Shannon Sharpe, hey, what do you think about Draymond Green's comments about LeBron? Well, we'll let you guys hear for yourself. Take a listen to that.
LeBron James is 38 years of age in year 20. Skip, what do you think the likelihood that Draymond Green, he's just finished the year 11. So in 9 years from now, he'll be able to play 45 minutes in a game. Not in a church league game, not in a YMCA game, not even in a pickup game at Lifetime Fitness. Will Draymond Green be able to play 45 minutes in a game? He played 45 minutes. What do you expect? His ninth game back, he played 45 minutes. How many guys that you think have ever been able to play 45 minutes in a game at 38 years of age? I'm not talking about 24, 25, because hell, he could play that. Dale Ellis got the record. He played 69 minutes in a game. I don't think that would be broken anytime soon, Skip. But as a matter of fact, I called APS and reported the Lakers making an old man work that hard. You can't make elderly people work that hard, Skip, in today's time. Back once upon a time when I was my age coming up, they worked that hard. Yep. Not anymore. I'm not surprised. I tweeted it. LeBron James is gassed because he looked it. And the mistakes that he started to make were fatigue mistakes. Because when you play it, he understood the magnitude of this game. I don't know what it is. The NBA says it's not a regular season game. Yep. Skip, they say it's not a playoff game. So they just in purgatory. So I don't know what you want to call it. But it sure had the feel of a playoff type game. The atmosphere, the buzz, you see people, every time Lakers started making a shot and it was coming back, the entire crowd would rise. Yep. And you could see the feel and the intensity. And it's draining mentally, physically, and emotionally.
And just quick point before you continue. LeBron was playing for a very valuable prize. 4.5 days off.
Yes.
So if you fail to close that deal, if you lose that game, you have to turn right around and play Friday night.
And then again,
right again
if you win
a day and a half, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that's an extremely valuable playoff before the playoff prize. Go ahead.
So, and you look at it, Skip, LeBron James has played almost 1,700 ball games. Yeah. 30 averaging almost 39 minutes a game, 38.6 minutes. Draymond has played 905 games. He averages less than 30 minutes a ball game. So you can see the difference. But I'm not surprised at all, Skip, because you're asking a man to do something, especially at his age, that we've never seen before. It's like when you started, who was it? I think it was John Walker or somebody. For 20 straight years, he ran a sub 4-minute mile. Obviously, as he got older, Skip, it got harder. You run. So you know, as you get older and older, the time that you once ran, that you're like, whoo, this a breeze, man. I can go another mile. All of a sudden, as you start to age, I don't know how many more of these I'm going to be able to do. And that's what LeBron did. So I'm not surprised at all. I'm surprised that Draymond is surprised, given that LeBron James is in year 20, that he is on 38-year-old legs, that he's surprised that a man that's played as much as he has, as much regular season and postseason basketball, got winded, got fatigued. And he got fatigued. He started making mental lapses that we don't normally see. But I'm not surprised. I'm surprised Draymond is surprised. I'm not surprised LeBron got winded.
So you heard Shannon Sharpe's comments. What you didn't hear is some of what Skip said. Skip said it was out of bounds for Draymond Green to take the position that he took on LeBron, for even to comment on him, given the fact that you're part of his agency. Although I thought it was Rich Paul's agent, whatever. Anyway, given the fact that you're part of Clutch Sports, he thought that it was out of bounds. I'll start from the ending to the beginning. Let's talk about Skip. Draymond Green has confessed or professed that he's a media member. All right? He's part of what? The new media. So, given the fact that now he's a media member, are you telling me that he's not allowed to say what he thinks about LeBron James? If he has a particular thought or sentiment about him? If the answer is no, then why? Why should he be? He's allowed to talk about everybody except LeBron. The question becomes why. I see Colin Cowherd talk about Michael Jordan. I see Nick Wright talk about Kobe Bryant all the time. Nobody says anything. I don't hear anybody come crying about it. They do it. Jay Williams has said something about Michael Jordan. And shout out to Jay Williams. I heard he had some going through some personal things, thoughts to his family. But anyway, everyone has an opinion about every other player. So why is LeBron off limits? Number one. And number two, the irony is Skip Bayless saying that Draymond Green shouldn't have an opinion on LeBron. Huh? That's like, anyway, I digress. Back to what Shannon said. There's one thing I want to push back on what he said, and that was this. He said it was due to fatigue. That's the reason he was having all of those blunders on the court. I never heard this excuse for Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Russell Westbrook is 35 years old. He's not like a 23, 34 years old. He'll be turning 35 this year. So he's not like a young NBA player. You never gave him that concession like, oh well, he's fatigued. So why are you making excuses? You never gave Russell Westbrook that grace. So all of a sudden are you doing that now? But anyway, I digress. My thing is this. Are people not allowed to have an opinion about LeBron? This is what I'm not understanding about. So what I believe is it's this. It's not that you're not allowed to have an opinion about LeBron. You absolutely can have an opinion about LeBron as long as you're saying nice things. If you're saying things that are not nice, then all of a sudden you're like a hater. You're trying to pull him down. Some extremists even go as far as you're trying to pull a black man down. All type of cuckoo stuff, cuckoo talk, right? And to me, the question is why? Why aren't people allowed to have an opinion about? And the funny thing is, these guys that go around complaining about this, they take no issue when Shannon Sharpe is up there twerking it up. They have no issue when he's going at Kawhi Leonard. They got no issue when he's going at Michael Jordan. They have no issue when he's going at Russell Westbrook. Oh, that's fair game. Matter of fact, let's laugh about it. Let's actually have one big fat laugh about it. But then the moment you go on the internet, you hear someone have a different opinion, all of a sudden you want to start fighting with people and throwing elbows. That's the part I don't get about you guys. Is it that people should only say nice things? I don't get you guys. That's my only thing. That is my only thing I do not understand. And quite frankly, I don't care to understand. I don't care to understand what these guys think. But anyway, these are my thoughts and opinions. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section.